Hello, fellow big game hunters for the state of Colorado. I want to share with you a process for helping you to be more successful at drawing an elk and more successful at harvesting an elk this year or a deer or any big game. Let me start by saying that the application deadline for Colorado is April 5th at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. So do not forget that time and that date. Make sure you have your applications in. We have a little over a month to go. I want to share with you a little bit a methodology called the TagIt series of tools. And this is going to help you to select and be more successful at harvesting an animal. First aspect is obviously the draw codes. So you can look at specific draw codes, a number of draw codes together, or you can look at all the draw codes. For instance, if you want to look at draw code 3, draw code 6, basically it shows you all the aspects of those draw codes that are available in those units. We could look at male, female, either sex of either deer or elk. We can look at the different season dates. There's 4 seasons: early, late season, ranching for wildlife season. And finally, we can look at the different methods of take, whether it's rifle, archery, or muzzleloader. For this particular example, let's look at all the units, and let's choose. We're looking for male on elk, so we're looking bulls, and let's say we are just looking for rifle. So that brought us down a little bit from our choices, from almost 800 down to 144 or so choices. The next aspect I want to look at is points. So points will apply in choice 1. This tool is also invaluable for helping you to understand and know what you need to choose for choice 2, choice 3, and choice 4. Those are difficult to determine what you put in those choices on your Colorado application. Right now, let's just look at choice 1. For choice 1, we can choose anywhere from 0 to 30 plus points, and how many points you have that you can apply towards this hunt season. So for instance, obviously most folks are in the 0 point bucket. Let's leave it at 0 points and say we're going to enter in, and we're going to enter in 0 points. So we could actually go up easily to however many choices, how many points that you have, and that obviously changes what units you can actually successfully draw for. So at 0 points, we're down to about 100 choices now. Next aspect we can look at is our draw success for that 0 point total. So we could choose anywhere from 0 to 100% on draw success. Obviously, the higher up you go, the less choices that are going to be available for you to actually draw. Let's choose something that is a fairly high rate. Let's say we want 75% or better draw success. So that leaves us from about 100 down to 66. The next aspect we talked about is your success of actually harvesting an animal. So these are the averages for those draw codes, how successful hunters were at harvesting an animal. As you see, elk are fairly low draw percentages. It's a very difficult animal to hunt, but this gives you the best opportunity for selecting those units where the draw percentages and the hunt percentages are fairly high. Well, let's choose something like in the 30% range. So we went now from 66 or so down to 13. So now this is the different hunt codes that are available for you for a 30% hunt success, a 75% draw success at 0 points on choice 1 for rifle and bull elk. So this is really helps you get down to the handful of units that you will be most successful at this year. We have this TagIt series of tools available for Colorado elk and for Colorado deer. They're available free for your taking. We have the tool out on Google Play. We have the tool out on Windows Store. Also, we have a URL that we will link in here that you can just go out and link the URL and run the web page, which is, by the way, downloadable to your desktop, so you don't have to use the URL every time. And that's available on all your smartphones, whether it's an iOS, Apple iPhone, or an Android iPhone, or any PC, whether it's a Apple version or a PC version. And then finally, we also will make available a Google spreadsheet, a Google Sheets spreadsheet that you could also use a spreadsheet version that you can download and copy and use it basically the same what you see on the screen here. So anyway, hopefully that helps you out a little bit on how to successfully draw and how to successfully hunt in Colorado big game this year. If you like what you see and want us to continue developing more applications for more species, more states, we're working towards that, and any help that you can give us and support, we would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much, and have a great hunt this year.